it's me, your ever-loving Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good, and wow. Lightspeed bundles are back on their way into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. What does this mean for the game? I've got questions. I've got a fair number of questions, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and cats and dogs, and Alderanians and Coruscantians. I got nothing. All right, anyway. Hey, big thanks to SigSig. We don't give him enough credit here. SigSig does all the data mining, runs about 85 different Discord servers. I think he also runs the swgoh.gg. I could be wrong about that, but SigSig, everything you do for this community, just huge thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, you see right here, just a data drop. There's 7 more Lightspeed bundles coming sometime soon to the game. We don't know when. We don't know, I don't know. We don't know the details of everything about the Lightspeed bundles, but we do know that they're coming to the game, and it just brings a bunch of questions for me in regard to these Lightspeed bundles. And let's start with the very first one. Are they moving too fast with these? Are they bringing out these Lightspeed bundles too fast? You know, it's like we just had them, what, 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm not sure that we need to move the, you know, do we need another one like now? I mean, what does this mean? Does this drop mean that we're going to have Lightspeed bundles next week or next month? I can't imagine that. I think they dropped on October 5th it was, and they ran for 2 weeks, so it's just ended a couple of days ago. And I can't imagine they're going to give us like 1 week off and then boom, right into a whole new a bunch of Lightspeed bundles with a bunch of new Galactic Legends or a bunch of new characters. I don't know. I wonder if they're moving too fast on this, and maybe they got excited. You know, obviously Capital Games is excited. They're making money again. They're at the top of the world. What I'm going to do is, I think Arnold showed you the breakdown through the month. I'm going to come here on November 1st. As soon as the data is available, I'm going to show you how much they made in October, and how much they made how much they made in September, and how much they made in October on the game. And it's going to be a stark difference. You know, this game's been floating along, making $6 or $7 million a month for a long time, and I'm thinking they're jumping up in the $20 million for October range. It's going to be near the top of the heap. Anyway, I wonder if they're just moving too fast. You know, they're trying to test the limits, right? How much can we get people to spend in what period of time? So maybe we drop another one here. Maybe it might not come out. Maybe it comes out a month, you know, in a couple weeks, you know, 1 month in between. I hope it's at least a month in between. I don't know. Are they starting too big? You know, should they have started? They started with Galactic Legends and Starkiller. Should they have started this with like Geos? I mean, if they had sold, literally, if they had come out in October and offered 2 Lightspeed bundles, and they said, we're going to give you Relic 5 Geos for $10, and we're going to give you, I don't know, Relic 5 Imperial Troopers for $10. The entire community would have gone ballistic for that. We would have bought that, you know, $20 for, I don't know, you know, maybe they started smaller. I'm just saying. Did they start too big on these packs? Where it's like, you know, if you give somebody the whole store up front, there's nothing left to give them. What do you do down there? What can you can't top it with anything. So, I know, obviously it's a catch-up mechanic. They're trying to catch people up in the game that are behind in the game. But if they started off smaller and built, maybe I would have left them some room to grow, and they could have actually, I think they still could have made probably just as much money, you know. And I'm trying to think of teams right now. I don't have any teams open here, but, you know, Geos, Phoenix, maybe just drop a bunch of Relic 5 Phoenix on everybody. I think people would have, after you release Captain Rex, people would have paid you $20. I guarantee people would have paid $20 for a full Relic 5 Phoenix team if you'd have done that. So I'm just wondering if they started way too big with these bundles, and now there's no pulling back from it. I don't know. I got some more thoughts that's down the road as we get through the video, but we'll see about that. Hey, what's in these new bundles? What is actually going to come in these new Lightspeed bundles? Is it Galactic Legends again? Or maybe these new Lightspeed bundles are the same 5 you already had. You know, you had the BB-8 bundle, which is actually the Supreme Kylo Ren bundle. Then you had the Jedi Training Ray, Galactic Legend Ray, the Radis bundle, and then you have the Starkiller bundle. Maybe these 7 bundles, maybe in these 7 bundles they've got, they're actually launching the same 5 And I'm not the first one to say this, I know. Maybe they're launching the same 5 plus 2 new ones. Maybe that's what's going to happen. And maybe they're going to keep layering them on. You know, here's 5 and here's 2 more. Maybe they launch them every month. Maybe they start launching these same 5 every month. Then they add 2 on. They add a finalizer bundle, which we know would go really well with that last one. You know, what about a Zeta bundle? What about a Zeta and Omicron bundle or a mods bundle? Like just some giant value in mods for $20, because now that we've all, not all, but a lot of us have purchased the Rey and Kylo and Starkiller bundles, we are starved for Zetas and mods and Omicrons. Big time. We're going to be for a while. So what if that's what's in the new bundles? They launch those, they launch Zetas and, you know, so I'm not convinced they're going to come out with more Galactic Legends. I'm not convinced they're going to come out with more characters. Maybe they'll come out with this stuff to build the teams that they already sold you, and maybe 5 will be the same. It's tough for me to imagine them coming out with 7 completely new Lightspeed bundles here. We'll find out soon, but man, that's interesting. I don't know. Here's an easy question. Have you got a piggy bank? Do you can you set aside $2 a week so that when this comes around you can buy at least one of these packs? I mean, that might be a really good idea. If you could save up $2 or $5 a week, stick it in your piggy bank, stick it in your little wallet or your purse or whatever you're saving money with these days. And then when these come around, you can buy at least one of these packs. I mean, it seems like they're all going to be priced around 10, 20, 15, you know, whatever dollars. I don't know where I went with those dollar amounts, but you know, if you've got some means of saving some money, I know you might be a free-to-play player. If you can find a way to just say, hey, mom and dad, can I start saving $5 a month, or can I start saving $10 a month? Because if I can do that, I can buy a little bit more in this game. And I know you don't want me to, but you know what? Mom and Dad, when you bought me Battlefront, it was $70. When you bought me Fallen Order, it was $70 for the, and $100 for the premium pack or whatever. You know, can I just save $10 a month? Help me do that. Yeah, have you got a piggy bank? Go find a piggy bank, because I guess these things are going to keep on coming. I mean, yeah, and they should. You know, the health of the game is largely measured on how much money the game is making, and it does matter. I know it feels like evil capitalism, but it does matter how much money the game is making, so maybe start saving a little money along the way so you're ready for the next one to come out, because you don't know what's going to be. Let's get into 3 really big, I think these last 3 are the 3 biggest questions for me. Should you even keep farming characters, right? Like, when we drop these next 7 bundles, and I want to see what they are. I don't know what it's going to be. You know, if it's a bunch of new characters, I guess that could be really, you know, intriguing or interesting for us. And we like, wow, we got Sith the Turtle, and we've got gas packs coming out. You know, next time it's a Sith the Turtle and gas pack, right? We got one for Sith, one for Empire, one for Imperial ships, and one for Separatists and one for Galactic Republic, something like that. I don't know. And now you got Sith the Turtle and gas, and that's a full pack. If they're going to start releasing these packs, and you've got 10, 20, $50 to drop a month, are you even going to be farming characters at any point in the near future in your game? Are you just going to follow whatever they give you, whatever they hand you in these Lightspeed packs? Are you just going to start farming that stuff? Are you just going to be farming gear and Zetas and Omicrons? Is that all you're going to be farming? Should you even keep... I think that we're going to find out when these 7 come out. I want to see what they are. And we'll get some questions answered if we should just stop farming characters altogether and just start saving a little money and farming all the gear and the Zeta. That's a really interesting question to me. And I think it's something we have to start thinking about, because in accounts that did buy these Lightspeed bundles, if they just spent their wad for the whole month on the Lightspeed bundles for $100, they're not going to spend any more money. It'll just be Zetas and mods, and I mean, I just wonder what the farming's going to look like in this game going forward. Here's my next question: is free to play in big trouble? And that's a gigantic question on my mind. Now, you guys know I'm running 2 free-to-play accounts right now, and I've got my main free-to-play account, which I've had for almost 3 years. That'll be free-to-play until the end of time. I promise you, I'm not spending money on that account ever, ever, ever. But I've got my free-to-play Java Rush right now. We're trying to see how long it takes me to get to Jabba the Hutt free-to-play. And are we coming up against something really big in the background, where if these teams are going to start, if you're going to start seeing Rey and Kylo and Sith the Turtle and Gas or Starkiller, if people are going to start being able to buy these, I mean, free to play is not going to be able to keep up with that pace. Now, granted, we might be better off because it was kind of like that when the Hyperdrive bundle came out. A free-to-play player that worked their way to level 85 was automatically going to have the Hyperdrive bundle out-modded when they got to Grand Arena, and they could beat a lot of those Hyperdrive accounts. But now with the Lightspeed account, with these Lightspeed bundles, I don't know, I'm very concerned, and I can kind of see two distinct divisions in Grand Arena start to happen over the next few months, where free-to-play is stuck down in Carbonite, not Carbonite, but Carbonite, Bronzium, Chromium, and lower. Like, it just takes you forever to climb out of Chromium, whereas like my free-to-play, I was in a Rhodium for like maybe a year and a half through 3. I was in a Rhodium for a long time. But maybe we get a big divide now, where people that are willing to pay 10 or 20 bucks a month start to really climb up those Grand Arena ladders, and the people that are free to play just have to work longer and even longer at it. So I don't know. I worry about the free-to-play experience in the game, and it harkens back to the days of a lot of you guys that have come back to the game had initially quit during the Darth Revan meta or during when Malik came out. You know, you guys quit back during that time, and now you've come back because it is so much more free-to-play accessible, or, you know, well, it's certainly more light spending available now. We know what the Lightspeed bundle is going to continue, but I just worry about that free-to-play player. Somebody's not spending any money, has no capability spending any money, for whatever reason. Is that game mode in really, really big trouble here? We could go back to the days when free-to-play was really just kind of a struggle and kind of an uphill battle at all times, and I worry for that. We'll see how that works out. Now, and it's the same. Let me bring it back up here. It's the same. You know, back then when that happened, and we'll pull this up here again. When free-to-play was a challenge at the beginning parts of the game, you could pay and go to the top of the game, and I wonder if we're getting back to that, and it kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit, I don't know, off-putting or challenging, but if the game makes a bunch of money, I'm a big proponent of that too. It's kind of a trade-off there. I don't know, we'll have to see over the next few months where that takes us. And then finally, my last question of the day, and I think this is what we've been talking about. I know it's what I've been talking about. Something massive coming to this game. You know, these Lightspeed bundles are clearly giant catch-up mechanics for people in the game. $10, $20, $50, and you can get characters and teams that take you 9 months to farm. Are these Lightspeed bundles catching everybody up to a certain point in the game so that they can launch some new gigantic game mode, whether that be some new competitive game mode, whether it be vehicles, whether it be, I don't know what, Galactic Legends, Intergalactic Legends, Interstellar Champions. That might be an actual name. You know, Galactic Legends, Interstellar Champions. I don't know what it would be. What an Interstellar Champion is like young Yoda. They start bringing us like stuff that's in the lore but not really young Yoda. I don't know what else. I got no other ideas. I'm really just kind of, it is something huge and massive coming to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes in 2024 or sooner. Do we have a road ahead coming? It's going to blow our minds. You know, we had our minds blown with the Crate Dragon Ray. We got our minds blown when they changed all the Crate rewards, and now we could get to Jabba and Leia with Wampa, and we can get to we could use all our raid currency for that now. We had our minds blown with the Lightspeed bundles. We in the past had our minds blown with the Hyperspeed bundles. Hyperdrive bundles. Is something just gigantic coming to this game that none of us can anticipate, and none of us know what that might be, and I hope that's what it is. I hope this isn't just like an end game dump. That's the other alternative. Either something massive is coming to the game, or this is the end game dump of all the stuff. Everybody buy this before we shut the doors, which it doesn't seem like that's anywhere in the near future. I mean, if you look at a game like Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth that just came out, 4 or 5 months ago, it's not earning, and it's going to earn in a year. It's going to earn less than what Galaxy of Heroes will earn in October. And I just see the health of this game as being, it's really, really healthy right now and really strong. A lot of people excited, and that kind of gets me back to, if we go back, if we take this off, we go back to the first question. Are they moving too fast? Are people really got excited about these Lightspeed bundles? Is it really are you gonna diminish the returns? Are you gonna pull the sales out of the community by coming back with it over and over and over again every month? Does it kind of suck the wind out? Does it pull that free-to-play player base off of the game? Do they get frustrated? I just wonder if you're moving too, because we initially said I don't want to see any more of these for 6 months. Now looks like it might be coming within a month. So Anyway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, cats and dogs, Lightspeed bundles are coming back to the game. That is one thing for sure. We don't know when. We don't know what they're going to look like. We don't know what's going to be in there. We don't know what the future of the game is exactly, but lots and lots of questions. Let me know what your questions are. Am I missing any? Tell me in the comments. I will talk to you soon, and always remember, Nooch too good.